radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
Yo, it's Tavon Greatness Patterson. Want to listen to Hot 702.5 on the go? Download the Hot 702.5 app on the Apple Store or Google Play Store if you got an Android like me.
Let's get it.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Cheryl Underwood, and you're tuned into the hottest news station on the planet, Hot 702.5.
Hi.
Hey. What's up? All your favorite artists.
Check it out. Say my name. DJ Khaled. This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars. On Hot 702.5fm.com.
Ooh, it's Fam First, baby.
Hot 702.5, Las Vegas' hottest radio show. Today is Thursday, so you know what that means. It's Project Interview. We want the good, the bad, and the ugly. Tune in with us and get interviewed. A happy home is a woman that's not a hoe. A happy home is a woman that's not a hoe.
What up? Today is Thursday, Hot 702.5 FM, Project Interview, Tricky Pete, Melissa Benz. We in it as promised, you did.
Hey.
What's going on? How you feel today?
I'm feeling great. How are you?
I'm marvelous. I'm drinking me some tea.
Some tea?
Yeah, some warm tea.
Hold up. Are you what's going on? Let me see the cup.
I'm turning.
He got his pimp cup today.
I'm turning the
What is that, Tricky Pete?
I'm turning the new leaf.
God, what kind of tea you got?
Right.
Is it Hennessy and tea?
No, it's not Hennessy and tea. This is my man right here. Shout out to my man. You know, I don't want to say too much. We got out of the meeting. We got some coffee coming. We got some tea coming.
Ah.
So,
you didn't bring us no tea, no coffee?
Because I didn't get nothing. It wasn't nothing like that.
Dang, E. Look, he's sipping tea, didn't even offer us none. Gosh.
The deal was just worked out.
Anyways.
There might be something in that tea, though.
I know.
Right.
We're going to let him sip that by himself.
Yeah. So we got a special guest today.
We do. I'm so excited. First of all, thanks for tuning in, everybody. We have an amazing show today. It's Thursday, April 27th. And I would like to introduce my guest, Miss Joanna, also known as King.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm great. Long time no see in person.
It's been a while.
It has.
Oh my God! I didn't even think about that. Seriously, and we'll touch on that too, because it's been some months. Yeah. But I'm happy that we finally got you here. And please introduce yourself and let the audience know what you represent.
Okay. A lot of people know me by King, but today I'm representing myself as myself. So I am Johanna P. Perez. I am the CEO and founder of Black Pride Vegas. We're going into our 5th year, and we have a lot to share today. We got a lot to share today, so I am very, very happy to be back.
Oh, perfect. So I'm happy that you are here. We have a lot to go over. I know that you are dropping some amazing events this year, and I actually like the direction that we're going in, and you haven't told anybody.
I haven't.
This is actually a gem that you're dropping here today. So I'm happy about that. Can you tell us a little bit about the different route that you're taking?
For a lot of people that don't know, my pride and joy, my mom just passed. She is actually the person that I created Pride around. Growing up, my real mom got killed when I was 7, and she left behind kids. And my grandmother was that power play in my life, that power woman that stepped up to the plate, kept us all together. And just basically with Pride, it's just all about bringing resources to people that we forget about. And you just think that they're strong and they could do it by themselves, but they're trying to hold it together. And like people like us can come along and just uplift them, let them know that they're important, let them know that there's a space where they could come, especially with our community events and stuff like that. So like I say, today a whole lot about the back history of Pride and what we're bringing back this year.
Yeah, and I would like to say though, first of all, my condolences to your mother.
Thank you.
I lost two brothers before. I lost a sister. So losing somebody close to you, and for the fact that you're out here and you're doing this interview right there, that's a testimony within itself. Because
Thank you.
You got to be a strong person.
Appreciate that.
And to come over here to talk about it, I'm with you. I feel you, and I commend you on that. I salute you on that.
Yeah, thank you.
I ain't gonna lie, it's anxiety like a mug. I'm used to being in front of the camera. I'm used to talking. I've done this my whole life.
You have.
But my mom has always been my backbone before I come to events, and we always have prayer. We always talk, and then I go in and do what I do. And this is my first event where I know that when I get off of this interview, I'm not going to have that call. I'm not going to have that, but at least I know that I'm still doing the work.
You're still doing the work.
Yeah.
So,
her legacy lives on.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I thank you, first of all. This is your first time that you've been out, since your mother passed away. And I commend you for coming out and being so vulnerable and being open with us today. So I appreciate that, because I know you to be the person dancing on stage, being in the front. Like, I really
find
do.
out you be on stage.
Hold on. Let me tell you something. We were in, what was that, San Diego? We were in San Diego, and when I say that King had a Soul Train line, she had. I can't even explain it. Days. I was tired. I had to decompress for 2 weeks after we had the event in San Diego.
That's another interview. Listen.
That is another interview. And next time, please have the...
we need a subscription for that,
right? Please have the fridge
giving all the goodies away.
Stuffed with, what is that? What's that energy drink? Red Bull? Because I was not ready. And you did not warn me. They was up. Tricky. When I say that they were up for days, I don't even think she slept.
Nah.
I don't even think you slept. But anyways, that's another topic. But
right, but that's good that you say that, because I need you to come out. Did you do June 3rd? Is it June 3rd?
I know. First of all,
is it June 3rd?
It is June 3rd, everybody.
Yeah.
Tricky knows what date it is. It is June 3rd.
You need to put that coffee cup down.
What's in that coffee cup?
I told you it's a limited edition.
We should have tested that out.
When you're drinking spirits, you know dates, you know time. You drinking tea, and he forgets everything.
That tea is good. That's
okay,
what I'm
so people,
saying.
let's talk about it. June 3rd, Fremont Country Club.
Yeah.
Tricky P, Young Buck, Steve G, whole bunch of people.
B-King.
I'm going to be in the building for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to be in the building.
What I want you to do, we need some of that turn up then.
Yeah,
we do.
Yeah.
So,
then you'll get that side.
Yeah.
And I can't wait. We're very excited about this. Last week we were giving away tickets, but don't forget June 3rd. And did you hear that? Tricky invited you.
Oh, I'm
so
there.
we're gonna make this. We're gonna make this a thing.
I'm
Okay.
there.
Anyway, so getting back to what we were talking about. Anyways, you
June
can
3rd.
purchase your tickets. Everybody, Eventbrite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back to what we were talking about.
And Melissa, I'd like to say that this event right here is kind of special because it's kicking off the summer. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it's been a long year. Some of us got kids. Some of us been going through things all year. We halfway through the middle of the year.
Yes.
So it's a fresh breath of air.
Yes.
And just to get those, just to have that type of energy that's going to be in the building.
A lot.
Right. I do want all my loved ones and all my people, let's enjoy this.
Yes.
It's going to be something that's going to be enjoyable.
And look, Tricky asked me already last week. 'Cause you know how we do. He said, "Did you get your outfit yet?" And I'm like, "I've been looking."
Come
you know
on
how
now.
we do.
Come on now.
You know how we do. But I can't wait. And I'm glad that you said that, because we've been through so much this year. It's been a lot of stuff going on. So I can't wait. We're going to have a great time. So you got to make sure that you come. Okay?
I'm in there. Don't worry about it. I'm in there.
And we got her for another damn near 45 minutes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
So let's go.
Let's talk about that.
Let's play a song though real quick, Melissa.
Okay.
We're gonna take a break real quick because I got some things that I don't want to say on air. Questions I want to ask both of y'all.
Okay.
Put that.
We are live.
We live.
We're live on Facebook, so I can't stop.
So we finna show some love real quick. We're gonna go to the homie. We're gonna play the video Tricky P Getting Money featuring Broke Rich and Young Buck. Young Buck, shout out to Young Buck. Young Buck, tap in. Appreciate you. Salute
Shout
you,
out
baby.
to Young Buck, guys.
Trap. Like real green. Really get it for real. In the streets trying to keep a nigga bills right. I won't meet him, it don't feel right. Hate to hit you in the head with this motherfucking steel pipe. Make sure my shit seal tight. I'ma pull up in the ghost, show you niggas what I live like. Bandana band-aids on our bullet wounds. Clan Mad 19, trap full of goons. Cocaine fumes, it be gone soon. Hair on the balloons is not a cartoon. Dirty money, but our whip's clean. I've been beating on my pack right here since 16. Street nigga got big dreams. You have no idea to get a key what the shit means. A lot of packs and a lot of straps. Bag with my bitch got, I swear to God I bought her that. I shoot back till it click clack. Really with the shit, y'all niggas ain't with that. We was kids throwing rocks, now nigga throw shells in the Glock. Go. I ain't really with the rap shit, this ain't no cap shit. I really got the block on lock.
I'ma show you what it feel like. I'ma show you what it feel like. Getting money real life. I'ma show you what it feel like. I'ma show you what it feel like. Getting money real life. This is not the internet, no. All of my niggas really ball. This is not the internet, no. All of my niggas really ball.
All about my bag like an ATM. Show you what it feel like with the Mexican. Holla poppy with the bricks when you get your throat slit. If you run up with the bag, now you swimming with the fish. Now you slipping with the rats. I accumulate my cash and money in the bag. Let me ask you something, nigga. Something that I said that you must have misread. Got you thinking in your head, I ain't touching my bread. Let me show you how I feel with the money in the bed. AK on the dresser, I'm applying that pressure. I don't deal with extra. Young OG, 38 special. Haters wanna hit you, bitches wanna hit you. 12 wanna get you. Bail money ready. Stripping fettuccine at the T-Mobile Arena. I go on my neck, kinda drippy on my chest. Spec all my money, never took less. Say you the best, king of the city. You gon' have to show me cause it's all by committee. Gucci on my head, Gucci on my waistline. Fiends on the boulevard, that's a hotline baseline. Nigga work too hard to let another nigga take mine. Real niggas getting money is the best kind. Real niggas hooking up, it's the next time.
I'ma show you what it feel like. I'ma show you what it feel like. Getting money real life. I'ma show you what it feel like. I'ma show you what it feel like. Getting money real life. This is not the internet, no. All of my niggas really ball. This is not the internet, no. All of my niggas really ball.
Show 'em how to feel it go broke, rich. I ain't never been on no hoe shit. 5950 with the low brim. 24/7 niggas go in. Pussy get stuck, money lead the nose running so dub. It was no drugs, cleaned up from it. Show love in return, only got hate from it. Real life, no internet, and I ain't never break from it. Like I really needed 10 to key 2. 3 birds, price of 1, nice to meet you. Bring it back to X and out, I let them eat 2. Las Vegas bully niggas making dope move. Flexing it and out, nigga, like Pro Tools. I've been building fast, they ain't really get to know you. Show 'em how I feel, never sat money all blue. Knew that I was real when them haters try to hold you. Put it on me when I make it, wanna expose you. East, South, West, I ain't never been local. Grinding like I'm hungry and I never ate no food. Used to be a hot boy, turned into a cold man. Goddamn, fuck it if you think that I'ma fall. Got your number, I ain't even call. Real life hooping, all star control. Alt, delete, all.
This girl crazy. Hot 702.5 FM. Project Interview Thursday.
Welcome back.
Hey, I'm gonna need all my real ones to tap in, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was sitting here thinking, like, fellas, if we get behind each other and we support each other and we really stand for what we worth and when we believe in our worth, then we'd be able to go home and tell our ladies exactly what to do and she'll shut the fuck up and she won't do nothing but do what the fuck she's supposed to do.
So, you want... Okay, good. Because I was like, you want to take that tea? Your mic is off. So, in other important news, we would like to get into... Is my mic on? What had happened? Anyway, so let's tap into... let's go into these events that you do have, Joanna, that's coming up. Coming up in October. Can you touch on that a little bit?
I can. I have 2 main events that is strictly for the community. The first one is called I Am My Mother's Keeper. Basically, it is a brunch that is going to be honoring my mom and my grandma, and also single mothers, single fathers, and grandmothers. It's an appreciation brunch. What we're going to do is I'll give you the email where you can submit a form so that you can let us know who you feel should be appreciated from the things that they've done in your life. How they've came through for you. It could be your mom, your dad, whomever. And we'll pick these particular people. They'll come to brunch and they'll be appreciated and so forth. We're also going to be having a culture fest. And basically we want the community to get involved, where we highlight different talents in the community, different resources in the community, different club owners that are doing things, different influencers that have been doing things since the pandemic, things like that. So if you guys want to get involved, you can email at blackpridevegas@gmail.com. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Black Pride Vegas. We just got a lot that we want to do, and we want to get you guys involved. So we would love to hear from you guys.
That's very interesting. And you also, are you doing like an all black
Oh, you
party?
Already know that's coming back.
We did that last year too.
Every year we have that annual.
Okay.
This year is not going to be for my birthday. It's going to be strictly for Pride. So it's all black with a hint of pride. Yeah, a little bit of everything put in one. So everything goes this night. It's red carpeted. Maybe we can have you guys highlighting it. I don't know if you do streaming or anything. Hint, hint. Maybe we can have y'all in the building. It is where we highlight all the influencers here in Vegas. We give them a platform to come out and not work, how you guys been doing all year, but come out, get a table, have some entertainment, and enjoy your city.
Okay, that sounds like that's going to be fun, because we had a lot of fun when we did that last year. I see. Listen, and again, we're going to talk about your whole event, because that's the first time, and this is an adult show.
It is.
You had a stripper there.
I did.
That had
shout outs to Precious if she is tapping in right now.
I don't even know her name.
Tap out, shout outs to Precious and King for being the highlight in the party. If you wasn't there, you definitely missed it, because things were literally on fire.
And when we say on fire, her coochie.
Hey!
Well, I can say that because it's an adult show, was on fire.
It was.
That is the first time I have ever seen anything like that. And I thought,
what did you see? Shit.
Look, the girl,
it's a torch. It's something about a torch. It's something about fire, and it's something about get back.
It was like a reverse, upside down splits.
Listen, you can't tell them everything that happens at this party.
Okay.
Right.
This particular party is
something.
Grown. It's grown.
It's grown. It's sexy.
It's grown.
It's explicit. It's all of the above. When you come to Vegas, you come to be entertained. You don't come to be a wallflower. You don't come to sit and watch the next man and see what he has on. You come to have a wow factor, and you want to go home with a story.
Right.
Basically, you need to bring 2 phones that are charged. You need to make sure that your relationship is tight. Mm-hmm. Or you might be single by the end of the night.
Right.
There's a lot that happens during this party.
I'm surprised y'all even allow phones.
I mean,
right? Because I've been to some parties where phones and pictures and videos are prohibited.
I mean, this is the thing. This is not a secret. We want to let you know that it's okay to go to work. It's okay to do that 9 to 5, but it's also okay to enjoy your life.
So basically, in other words, Tricky has already RSVP'd.
Oh, he did?
VIP'd. You didn't see, I know, because he has his glasses on, but he just gave it side eye that he's going to be probably in the building.
Okay.
But yeah, it was very, to say the least.
Right.
I was like, how the hell did she do that? And for health reasons, I was like, is the fire department coming? Because I was just like, wow. Something I would never do, but I was like, I'd like to watch it. It was very interesting.
It's like a party gone wild. When you say, I want to have an experience, it is an experience for a lifetime, because this particular party is talked about the whole year.
Right.
Yeah.
So to capture a moment like that, does the venue, do you take time to think about the surroundings around you and the venue and to bring those things to life? Like,
I do. I make sure that we're always somewhere that whatever we're doing, we're safe. Whatever we're doing, we're cleansed. Yeah. You're gonna be sinning a little bit up in that thing, though. I'm gonna tell you this: if you've been having a hard, I'm trying to keep it cool, but I'm letting you know this is the party that if you don't make any one of them, this is the one that you want to come to because you can be you.
Yeah. You also always have security.
I do.
At these events.
I do. Because if you're messing up the party, if you're not having fun like us and you're being a party pooper, you're going to be escorted. We don't care if you paid to get in.
Good vibes on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never had my whole career. I've been in this thing past 20 years. I've never had a fight at my events. So I definitely give mad love to everybody that supports Black Pride. Like, you guys definitely come in, make sure our events are cool, calm, collective, but fun. So we want to keep that thing going.
Okay. And for those out there like me, like, you know, I've been in the city. I'm a native of Las Vegas. And I heard of, you know, I hear urban pride and I hear Black pride. And I hear these things, but at the same time, I wasn't fully aware of exactly what the movement is and what it is. And I know that I'm not the only person out there that's like that. You know what I'm saying?
Let me clear something up for everybody. I got a proclamation in 2018, and I have a crossover pride. Thanks to Melissa and Dynamite, shout out to him. In my first year, we made a crossover where our pride is not just for the LGBT, but it's for the straight community. So when we scream out pride, we're saying pride as in people, pride as in ourself. When I come, I want to see entertainment. I don't want to say, hey, this is gay entertainment or this is straight entertainment. This is our community coming down, having a bomb-ass party, having great DJs, having great everything, and we're just mixing and mingling together. So for anybody that feels like, oh, this is a gay thing, this is not a gay thing. This is for our culture. This is for our city. This is for us to come together and support each other no matter what our sexualities are.
Right. Because like I remember it was probably a couple years ago. I don't believe it was I want to say Urban Pride or something or I think maybe Nicole Williams had something to do with this, but they were doing an awards show. Yeah. And something came up and my name came up and a close friend of mine was like, well, you know, Tricky P, you know, with your brand, you may not want to be part of that because this is a such and such and such and such. But I think from then, 2 or 3 years ago till now, even though that movement has came such a long way, that, you know, the reaction then wouldn't be the reaction now.
And the funniest thing is that was actually my event. I was working with Nicole at that point of time, bringing forth what we have here today. Yeah. So shout outs to her too. You know, it took a lot of work to do what we did, to get people to understand what we were trying to bring across the table. And it was just that, let's not make it a straight thing. Let's not make it a gay thing. I'm gay, but I don't want you to introduce me as, this is my gay friend King. I want you to introduce me as, hey, this is King. This is what she does, and respect that. So with this, this is our 5th year going in. Nobody asks us that anymore. They just say Black Pride, where, when, and how. So with me being here today, I want to extend my hand to you to say, hey, if you're ready to be involved and get your feel and your spiel, you let me know certain things, and we'll see how we can put it in the twist to make Pride even better this year for understanding and so forth.
Right on.
And I love that. Just by him saying, Tricky saying what he said, you can see the evolution and the education that has gone into that, because there's been a facade, like, I don't want to touch that. But you also did an event where it was put down the guns and pick up the balls, the basketballs, for the kids.
We're actually going to do that this year during the Culture Fest.
Okay.
I do an event that's dedicated to my mom. May she rest in peace. It's called Drop the Guns, Pick Up a Ball. It is a celebrity basketball game. It is geared towards getting kids off the streets, focused back on sports and family based. Bringing the kids out, we give away free bikes, scooters. It's right before Christmas.
Right.
And we try to make it easy for the parents. Some of them that can't afford it because they're paying rent and things like that. So if we get these bikes, these scooters to them, the kids can be able to get themselves to school, get themselves to the store to get the parents certain things. So if there's people out there that want to get involved and donate.
Well, yeah, I want to play in the next game, and I want to be able to donate some things. And you know, we can Fan First, Boss Daddies, we can donate some things to the kids, and especially the families around. You know, especially it's around Christmas time.
Yeah,
but shit, I should be playing a celebrity game too.
Yeah, it's a gun violence event. Just bringing awareness to that.
I want to play a basketball game too.
Yeah.
Listen, I love. You see how that works?
Yeah.
You got your first sponsor
right,
already.
Right.
I love it.
I love that. I love that. Thank you. Like, I appreciate that.
I love it. So let's just go back to, I remember the idea of this. I remember sitting at your studio, okay, where, first of all, some people don't actually know this about King, but King is one of the coldest tattoo artists around. A lot of people don't even know that. And I remember sitting at your studio when you had a piece of paper and a pen.
Yeah.
And this was just an idea.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I do. And the craziest thing is we got to take it back even further than that. This idea is over 20 years old. I've been talking about bridging the gap young. Just looking around, I've traveled to all these states and cities and just seen the same problem everywhere. And it's just inclusion. It's the separation of resources. Straight people wanting to stay over here, gay people wanting to stay over here, and not utilizing each other's resources to, for the better good of both parties coming together. So when I was thinking about it and I came to Vegas, I'm like, okay, where is the culture of the party entertainment? And I seen none. I was asking around which club to go to. Is there a specific club for us? And it really was none. So I set down my little piece of paper and I'm like, okay, this is where it's needed. And who's going to be my person? Who's going to be my face? I already knew Dynamite, and I was like, you know what? I've been trying to work with Melissa for so long, and I just couldn't find the right project. And I was like, this is where we could do the crossover. I can talk to Melissa. She is a model. She is a influencer. She does the business. She's an overall for Vegas. Dynamite was for LA. Bring it all together, and now we have that crossover. We have straight and gay unified, bringing a pride to Vegas. Yeah. So that is where it began.
It really is, and we had so much fun. There were food vendors, clothing. And it was days of events.
Yeah,
so that
we had all
really
the celebrities.
Fun.
And actually, for our very first all black party, we had Jess Hilarious, we had April Jones, we had all these celebrities. And for me, it being my first festival, I had like all this security, right? And I got them on the clock, and it was crazy because they were so comfortable that nobody wanted to walk with security. Nobody wanted to sit with security. None of the celebrities. They were just out.
They were out walking amongst
normal
all of us, and even
it was
for
beautiful.
you,
It was
sending
crazy.
security out to get me.
But this was in Las Vegas too, right?
It was, and the craziest thing is, Pride wasn't what everybody thought as far as being in a venue and all of that. I actually had a vision of doing a Pride festival on a motorcycle set. We did not talk to the city. We did not know all the codes and all that good thing. I seen one of my dad's annuals, and I looked at how it was created, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
This is the vision. We're going to get some vendors here. We're going to get us a stage. The stage was on a flatbed. We're going to put a DJ up there. We're going to put a banner. And it was just rough in my mind. My main thing was it was more so a block party. Me growing up, the block party is what my grandma threw. And it was where every family, no matter what they were going through, we brought the meat, we had the basketball, we had the music, and no matter what the problem was, at the end of the day, there was no problem. There was a gathering, it was everybody, and that party always maintained that family base for us. So when we did that on that blacktop, everybody felt that feeling because nobody wanted to go home. It felt like home.
Right, and that's love
you know,
right there, right? And that's what we want. You know, we want peace, love, and happiness, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And that's beautiful when you can come together and it works out that way.
Yeah.
I know the feeling, but sometimes it seems like it's once in a lifetime because you know, every event or every situation just don't turn out as beautiful.
Right.
It doesn't feel the same. Some
Right.
things are more memorable than others. So for you to be able to create those moments, you're doing a lot for the culture.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? Right. And you got to understand, like, money don't have no it doesn't have no color on it. It doesn't have no race on it. It doesn't have no gender on it.
Exactly.
You feel me? So when we're talking about building and we're talking about making relationships and actually pushing things towards the up and up,
right?
We got to be able to work. We got to be able to work together.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I just feel like this is kind of. I guess I'll use your platform for what it's for. It's more of a call to action for the community of Vegas and internationally. If you ever felt like you couldn't get involved or you had to just watch the growth of what we're doing, but you had advice or you want to be a part of it, then we are open to working with anybody that has the right mentality of what we're doing. If you feel like, hey, whatever you're doing can enhance what we got going on, then we're here for it. We don't care what it is. We'll make it fit.
Absolutely.
You know?
And with that being said, can you let people know where they can contact you if they do want to be a part?
Yeah. Like I said, all platforms, Black Pride Vegas. If you want to get more intimate, you can email us at blackpridevegas@gmail.com. And for people, I'm always personal. I always do this. I'm going to throw out my phone number. Please do not abuse it, because if you do, you will be on the block list.
You're giving it out live? I
am.
Oh, you are feeling.
I am. Listen.
Oh, you're vulnerable today.
This is the thing. I'm a very hands-on person when it comes to my Pride Festival. I want to make sure the people that we bring here are here for the right reasons. I want to make sure the causes that we have are being taken care of. The needs that we are fulfilling are fulfilled the right way. People are in safe zones and done right. Shout outs to the new office that I'm at. I'm at Horizon Ridge Wellness Clinic.
Oh, that's amazing.
I'm working with the community more with health maintenance, PrEP, HIV testing, all of that type of stuff. So like I said, there is more to Black Pride than just a party, because we're going to always have that. My main thing coming back is taking care of the people. Right. And making sure we know exactly what the people need and how we can get them in touch with those resources.
Absolutely.
I love how you guys are evolving. So, I mean, and now that you're touching on the health side of it, it's a beautiful thing. Because like you said, it's not just about partying, but it's also about your wellness and all that good stuff. So I appreciate you guys for taking that approach. It's a beautiful thing. And I can't wait. I'm very excited for what you guys have coming this year. So, and we'll touch on that more later. So, and I do want you to talk about this too. We are going to kind of take a little bit of a left turn here.
Okay.
So we do want to go into, we were talking about this a little bit earlier. We're going to take phone calls and we're going to go live. We're going to answer your questions. We're going to talk about
after the break. We're going to take a break too.
Yeah, but before we do go to the break, we're going to talk about possessive relationships.
Righteous.
Okay. So let's talk about that after we return from the break.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We're
going to tap into that.
See if we get some good feedback, and
we're
going to be real open and honest, because that's a serious situation.
Very serious.
Right now we're going to go into Tricky P, Drippy, the whole family. 2.5 FM.
I was dripping, dripping, dripping. I was dripping, dripping, dripping. I was dripping, dripping, dripping. Came through it, I was dripping. I was dripping, dripping, dripping. I was dripping, dripping, dripping. Smack the whole ass. I'm about to show this bitch how I'm living. I was dripping, dripping, dripping. I was dripping, dripping, dripping. I was dripping, dripping, dripping. Came through it, I was dripping. I was dripping, dripping, dripping. I was dripping, dripping, dripping. Smack the whole ass. I'm about to show this bitch how I'm living.
She was dripping, dripping, dripping. When I slip it in. Cause I'm dripping, dripping, dripping. Look at my lock, she love how I glisten. Poolside, smoking a fatty spliff. Making your lungs drip. She making me think while she fixing my drinks. Yeah, she know I love to sip.
From the bitty bottom to the tippy top. Breeze juice in my cup, ain't spilled a drippy drop. Pivot in the same spot, I pump it to get a shot. I came how I came and I ain't never gonna change.
I was dripping, dripping, dripping. Paint my linen. Black Beetle, John Lennon. Gotta get it on my kiddies. Peep my vision. Back and forth like it's tennis. Back and forth like it's tennis. We was
train on this drip shit on me. Wasting drink on my fish shit. A new stain on me. Flavor on with a neighbor. You should really get to know me or you knew me. Same spill, now I'm working on the move.
I was dripping, dripping, dripping. I was dripping, dripping, dripping. I was dripping, dripping, dripping. Came through it, I was dripping. I was dripping, dripping, dripping. I was dripping, dripping, dripping. Back the whole ass. I'm about to show this bitch how I'm living. I was dripping, dripping, dripping. I was dripping, dripping, dripping. I was dripping, dripping, dripping. Came through it, I was dripping. I was dripping, dripping, dripping. I was dripping. Back the whole ass. I'm about to show this bitch how I'm living. Tipping on foes, taking photos. Bitches know I'm dripping, they wanna suck me slow. These niggas wanna hate, these bitches wanna wait. These bitches wish I call them and take them on a date. It be cold day in hell, all my brain pigs. Before I give a bitch anything that I did.
My sauce and drip is too crazy, I work too hard, you too lazy. Oh chick almost had like 2 babies, I'm way too smart, drip crazy. Way too smart, drip crazy. You ain't made no move lately, I'm always checking bank statements or the street no rent.
This shot for cuz on man, cause he can't even drink no more. Can't roll up the stink no more. So much fucking drama on my mama, I can't think no more. I need me pink, got your bitch, she peeking though. Young trader general, yeah, that nigga been a go. Yeah, my pocket's healthy, I've been saving all my mineral. Tryna reach my pinnacle.
I was dripping, dripping, dripping. I was dripping, dripping, dripping. I was dripping, dripping, dripping. Came through it, I was dripping. I was dripping, dripping, dripping. I was dripping, dripping, dripping. That's about to show how I'm living. I was dripping, dripping. I was dripping, dripping, dripping. I was dripping, came through it, I was dripping. I was dripping. Show this bitch how I'm living.
You may not pick up on, and this is why I urge family and friends to try to pick up on things that probably that person is not understanding. Okay, because it is a serious subject. So when you see this happening, please say something. Okay, can you touch on that, King, about possessive relationships?
Well, I think mainly for me is just a lot of people explain certain things. They'll be good with you in public. They're nice to you in public. Let me do this. Let me get the door. Let me do all that. And then as soon as you walk in your house, as for me, I only can speak from my angle. Women becoming something totally different, not doing the same thing as they do in public. And that's the first sign. You're thinking, oh, it's just nothing. Let me just let them do whatever they do. And then it turns into a mental thing because you're putting forth all the effort and then they're not doing anything. And that mentally can tear you up as well. So it's not just physical abuse either. It could be mental abuse. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we all know that mental goes over into physical.
Yes.
It does. And I think that we should have certain things like code words. Like if you don't feel comfortable with telling, like if you have a friend that's in the room and you know that you're being abused and you need help, I think you need to have a code word. I think you need to drop your location. You know, I think you should never feel like you're alone in these type of situations. And again, please don't mistake certain things for being cute because you think he's calling you all the time or you think he's worried because he don't want you to dress a certain way. You know, please, and I'm saying this, see the signs, understand the signs, okay? And your friends and your family are also responsible to see the signs too, because like I said, that person may not see it. So speak up, you know, God forbid, before it's too late, okay?
Definitely. Yeah. For me, I think too, a lot of situations, a lot of people are more so saying these days, oh, I'm gonna mind my business. At the end of the day, if you're my friend, I am your business. Yeah. And it's not for you to tell me one time, get fed up or whatnot. Sometimes you have to be that inner person to step in and do something. I've seen a lot of situations where I've been at parties and you see a fight break out and you will see people gathering each other, going into another room and letting that situation still go on. For me, I cannot. I'm that type of person to be like, okay, if you guys are going to do that, it's not going to be in front of me. It's not going to be disrespecting anybody around me or anything like that. So I think as friends and family, we have gotten too comfortable with allowing people to find out on their own. And it's probably not that they can't find out on their own. They probably recognize that it's a problem. They just don't think that they have the support and backing when it is time for them to let go of that person. So I think that's a major factor to know that if I let go of this person, it might get violent. Who is actually going to be there for me to back me?
Okay, so this is very, I love that. So E, can you turn that around again? So you can actually call 911 and order a pizza, okay, to report abuse. Okay?
Oh, okay, I like that.
Listen, and I never knew that. Okay, and this is why I love to have a conversation like this, because you never know who's listening, and gyms like that.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't.
So I'm going to drop that again. And also men. I'm sorry. I don't even want to exclude men.
I'm ordering a pizza from now on.
Men are being abused too. Okay.
Hold on.
I'm just trying to
the ones that you think look like boys and you call us studs and you guys think that we're men. We're not men. We're female. And there is abuse in our households.
Yes.
Like, that's what people don't understand. They always feel like the person that looks like me has to be the aggressor.
Right, yeah.
Has to be. When in reality, I've been through a lot of trauma.
Yeah.
I've dealt with a lot of people that flip the script just because I look like the perfect, the perfect person to fit the description of what's being said. I look like I can get loud. I look like the bigger person, the tattoos, all of that. So it just has to be me. When in actuality, this soft-spoken person, this person that you think is a bookworm or the quiet, the whatever, that is the person that has learned that the way they look gets them out of situations because they can use reverse psychology to make people think they're the victim.
And I think a lot of this it runs deeper than what we really think about, because you never know how somebody grow up. Somebody can, the way they grew up, or they could be accustomed to seeing their father beat their mother, or they could be accustomed to seeing their mother beat their father, or they could be accustomed to always disturbance and arguments in the home. So once they become an adult, you may get with somebody, they love you, but they don't know how to love. The only love they know how to express is the love that they seen from,
exactly.
And they don't realize that, they're damaged and they need counseling.
And I like that you said that. And that's why I'm working with the clinic that I'm working with, because during Pride and prior to Pride, I'm going to be doing events where you can come down to the clinic and set up and talk about your trauma, sit in on some of these meetings where we can help you recognize the trauma and how you're inflicting that on somebody else, because you might not even know that you're doing something.
That's deep.
You're doing something that is triggering somebody else. For me right now, I had that conversation with Melissa coming here. I'm dealing with something with anxiety. So if a person's coming in yelling or they're just having a bad day, they don't understand that they could be triggering something with me, and that will make me react in a certain way. So being able to recognize different people's trauma will help you learn how to deal with them.
That's big.
Because,
I love that.
Yeah.
And I realize that a lot of times when a lot of this abuse is going on, the person that's doing it, and this is not me covering from anybody, but they may not be aware of their actions. They may think that this is completely normal. And they're doing the best they can to fight for what they love and what they believe in and to protect that.
Right.
But eventually, it becomes a point where it's a hazard and it's not right.
Yeah, it becomes toxic.
So that's why we do need to seek out that help. That's why, like you say, what you getting involved in things like that, that's great, because we need more of that. That's the only thing can change that. Nothing else can.
But I think too, we've talk so bad about people that have trauma and they don't know it's trauma. So you're telling them you have a bad attitude, you have this, you have that.
It's okay.
So right now I feel like if you have a friend or someone that you see has an attitude problem or has that anger management or whatever, it's the way that you approach them to talk about it to help them get help. I don't think you should directly go straight to the problem. You should just open up a conversation about, hey, how is your day going?
Right.
Are you okay? Allow them to let you into what they're doing versus you pointing out
Absolutely. And that's a skill that some people just don't possess. Like you said, like if you're my friend, I am in your business. I'll expect you to and but some people just don't know how to communicate or know how to I know something is bothering you, but I just don't know how to open that door and talk to you about it without what you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's like you know what I'm saying? So like
that's why it's important to have these different talks and different events where you're talking on these things, so people, because even when you go live, if you go live and we're talking about it, they'll be like, oh wait, I can relate to that. What's the number? Who can I talk to? Because maybe I do have a problem, and they don't know that it's a problem, like you said. So identifying what's triggering you to treat people you love in a bad manner. So,
but and on the flip side of that, there are actually some people that are not approachable, and there becomes a part where we need to step aside and say, you know what, it's my peace over this toxic person, because in some situations we do all that we can, and to the point where it becomes a problem for us.
Right.
So stepping away, putting your boundaries, because at some point that person has to be held accountable, because there are some people that are walking around in life that have never been held accountable for their actions.
Absolutely.
And they are toxic, and everything that they touch is toxic. Okay.
Absolutely.
So there has to be a point where after you've done all that you can do to help that individual, when do you pull back? And that goes back into the whole thing too, where we talk about possessiveness and toxicity. It all boils down. So you need to know when to walk away, when too much is too much.
Also, I think that now, the days we in, I think a little bit of somebody being toxic is sexy, is a turn on. I think as that's what we perceive as as people, as you know what I'm saying. So we don't quite know when. It's always, I'm finna stop messing with her. Oh, I can't wait. I'm about to be done with her.
Right.
A year later, I'm still with her.
Still, right.
You know what I mean? And it's like we put ourselves through it. So that's the hardest part, to know when enough is enough, because sometimes it can just be too late. And that's what you don't want.
It's never too late. Hold on. It's never too late. The moment that you recognize the problem, that's the perfect time. Because at the end of the day, I can tell you a million times, this is not for you, this is not for you, this is not healthy, this is not nothing. But at the end of the day, it takes the time where you recognize that it's not okay and you're done. But then again, this facility is for when you're done as well. When you're done and dealing with being alone, being able to be okay, being alone, not having to be attached to somebody, being able to stand on your 2 feet, being able to go out in life and have the confidence, self-confidence of self. I work with Bruce Eden. He is my mentor. He's done a lot with me in coming through the process of what I'm coming through, and just knowing that after the fact, how do you tend to afterwards, self-awareness, self-love, all of that. That is what I'm learning. Just basically being able to be happy with self without having to attach. Once you're happy with yourself, you won't have to cling to the negative things that are going on just to feel like somebody is loving you. You will recognize that you can love yourself and wait around for somebody that's, can be equal yoked to you.
I think, and that's great too. That is a really wonderful point. And I think I get what you were saying too, Tricky, about when it's too late. So a few instances of when it's too late.
Oh, I get.
God forbid if that person does something to the other individual or somebody ends up in jail. This is when it's too much.
Right.
Okay. And you need to know when to back away. And, again, we send our condolences to the young lady who lost her life on Saturday. Okay. But that is there comes a point where it is too late. So how do we identify that before it becomes too late? And again, I know we only have a couple minutes left. This was a wonderful show, and we need part 2 because it's not enough time. And a lot of people are tapping in. They want to talk about this. It's a serious, very, very serious subject. Okay. And so while we're sitting here wrapping it up, I do want to let you drop your information again to where people can be a part of the Black Vegas Pride that's coming up in October. Where can they reach you?
Everything is Black Pride Vegas. I made it very, very simple. All of the resources, not just the festival, because that's my main message for everybody today. When you reach out to us, this is for all resources. Anything that you might need help with, we want to be the connector. If we don't have it, we want to be able to get on the phone, connect you with somebody that can get you the resources that you need, get you the help that you need, get you there, pick you up. However, these are the type of things that we are going to be doing this year. We're going to be going door to door. Bruce has a pantry. We're going to be going to door, seeing who needs grocery, actually taking those grocery to those homes, and not just having people take stuff that they don't need. We want to make a real impact, and we just want everybody to support and get involved with us. So everything is Black Pride Vegas, and blackpridevegas.com if you want to go to the website.
Absolutely. We appreciate you having you in today. And that's
I appreciate being
Vegas.
here.
Everything is Black Pride Vegas. So, that's what we want to do. We want to open it up more, and we want to be able to come together and unify. So, a lot of resources, but you never know till you tap in.
Right.
So, it's been a beautiful show.
It was.
So I'm somewhat humbled, and shout outs to the family of that young lady. And let's just do a better job of loving. Like I say, some of us never was taught to love or how to love properly.
And to be, read the signs. Please, ladies, read the signs. Family and friends, if you see it, say something, okay? We don't want this to be happening more than it already is.
Right.
The statistics are crazy right now. And if you can save somebody, save somebody.
And although that young lady, she's still on life support right now.
She's not. Lord, I don't even want to say. She's brain dead.
Okay.
Well, I mean, the seriousness of the situation should be talked about. I give my condolences to everybody out there that's dealing with trauma from somebody dying from abuse and things like that. Like I said, you could tap in. You could use my number as well if you want to call somebody and talk. I'm always there, 725-218-8917. Like I say, I'm a listening ear for the community.
You heard that, Black Pride
Thank
Vegas.
you.
It's been real today.
It's been real. Hot 702.5.
Absolutely. Tricky P, Melissa Benz. We'll see y'all next week.
Thank you for tuning in.
Hot 702.5. Las Vegas' hottest radio show. Today is Thursday, so you know what that means. It's Project Interview. We want the good, the bad, and the ugly. Tune in with us and get interviewed.